everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So today's video is one that I had planned for quite a while, but you know, life happens and things get pushed back. So Living Ash and Tina Marie did a video in response to this tweet that was going around saying, girls in your 20s and plus, you need to stop buying Bath and Body Works fragrance mist and go ahead and just buy that $200 perfume, you know, basically saying it's trash if you're an adult, Bath and Body Works fragrance mist. So I was already planning like this, smell bougie on a budget. But I said, let me just throw in some prices to prove my point that some people turn up their nose to Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret, and I don't get it. I just don't. I enjoy, if it smells good and I like it, I don't care if it's, I prefer it to be cheaper, to be honest. I don't care if it's cheap or expensive. If I like it and it works for me, it's great. So I had planned this video, but let me just say in response to that, you know, that statement, I have some fragrance mists that smell identical or very similar to some fragrances in my collection that are quite expensive. So I'm just going to get started. Now, this is one I've talked about on a few times, and that is Bath and Body Works Lovely Dreamer. I'm not going to go into notes about anything. This is just a fun, quick, easy video. Now, this to me always smelled like Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt perfume. Now this I got at a semi-annual sale, which most fragrance mists I tend to get deeply discounted. So this was probably $3 to $5 because you always have a coupon too, okay? And this is 8 ounces of a fragrance mist, and this lasts on its own wonderfully. Oh, it's so good. It's fresh, clean, feminine. The notes, I guess I can tell you the notes. Fluffy musk, clean woods, white iris, fresh bergamot. Oh, it's so good. This is 1 ounce, okay? $72. If you want the full size of this, it's $142 because they just did a price increase. So this, they just smell identical to me. These are the ones that smell just alike to me, and the way they wear on my skin, they smell identical. So, okay. It's nice to have both, especially if you're like me and like to layer, but if you're someone, you know, everybody has what they're willing to spend a lot of money on. Some people aren't willing to spend a lot of money on fragrance. You can smell like a Jo Malone fragrance from Bath and Body Works. Hello. Okay, here's one that is popular right now, and I'll tell you that at the end. So this is Bath and Body Works You're the One. Beautiful. And this originally is $17.50, okay? If you just decide to pay full price, this is $17.50. I did not pay that. This fragrance mist reminded me almost immediately when I smelled it and sprayed it on my skin. It reminded me of House of Siage, Je Vous Dieu. Okay, $17.50 retail, $360 retail. Now, I didn't pay that for either one of them. But if you're going by retail prices, this went way beyond their little $200 statement, because this, like I said, when I first smelled it on my skin, it reminded me of this. Now, it doesn't smell exactly like the House of Siage perfume. This is not one that smells exactly like it, but they are similar on my body chemistry, and it pairs beautifully together. But even just on its own, I said, oh my goodness, immediately reminded me of this. And the notes in You're the One are white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. Now, the fragrance that everyone is saying You're the One smells like, because, you know, I immediately thought it reminded me of this, was Lancome's Idole. And I said, well, let me try this. So I just smelled it from the bottle, and they smelled identical. So maybe it's just my body chemistry that, you know, is making me think of the House of Siage fragrance. But from the bottle, these are identical. Again, this is $17.50. This retail, I think for this size, is either 110 or 128. It's one of those. So you smelling good, Bath and Body Works. Smelling good, okay? Smelling like nice quality, high-end designer and niche fragrances. So the next one I want to talk about, I have one more from House of Siage that I want to talk about. So, Victoria's Secret Wonderland Woods. I smelled this and I was like, this reminds me of something. What is it? Wore this, it reminds me of House of Siage Holiday. Now, these don't smell exactly alike, but they smell very similar, especially in the air. Now, the notes in the Wonderland Woods are snowy pine, winter rose, where treetops glisten. This was from the Victoria's Secret Winter Holiday Collection. So it's very fresh. It has like a cool crispness to it that this fragrance has. Like I always said, this fragrance was the perfect fresh winter fragrance. If you didn't want your sweet or your heavy fragrances that people tend to enjoy in the winter like I do, this is the perfect freshie that works year round, but also smells really good in the winter time. These two smell so similar. And again, Victoria's Secret, their fragrance mist retail are $18. I paid $5 for this. This retail again, $3.60. Which would you want to pay? It depends on how you want to spend your money. But you for sure know you'll be smelling bougie, expensive, on a budget, okay? You don't always have to spend all that money to smell of quality. And I have another fragrance mist that I've mentioned on my channel before, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. And that is Victoria's Secret Bright Palm. And this is another one, immediately when I smelled it, I said, oh my goodness, this smells exactly like YSL Black Opium Floral Shock. I mean, y'all, identical. So the notes in the Bright Palm are apricot blooms, coconut milk, find your shine. Y'all, it does. This to me is not very, it's floral, but it's what I would call that candied floral fragrance, where it's not heavy on the floral, but it's floral, but it's sweet candy floral. And this to me smells identical. $5. This, I don't know if this is discontinued or not, but the full bottle of YSL fragrances, I want to say are around $130 maybe. So still, you know, quite more than $5. So here's another one. Okay, so this fragrance mist actually reminds me of two fragrances in my collection, and that is Bath and Body Works Into the Night. And everyone, I think, knows this one. The notes are raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, mocha musk. Oh, this one even looks fancy. Now, this fragrance, when I first smelled it, this doesn't smell identical to this perfume, but it reminds me of Salvatore Ferragamo Signorina Misterioso, because this is a very, I I just love this perfume. Creamy berry fragrance. Now this one is strong on the patchouli that I get when I smell it first, but that raspberry, it's like a dark, fruity, sweet fragrance. And it also has some floral undertones in it too, that rose. So it reminded me of this, like this would pair great. So this you could wear, people gonna think you're wearing a perfume anyway, because this is strong. It performs like a perfume. Now this, I found this, you can get this at Ross, TJ Maxx, online discount retail stores, but I know on Macy's, some of the Amo Ferragamo perfumes, they're over $100 also. So, you know, it's still, no matter what, you're still paying more for the perfume than if you find this at a discount. This is their signature line, so always they have their $5.95 mist sale or something like that, where I would wait to purchase with a coupon. So it's always going to be cheaper, your fragrance mist, no matter what perfume, basically. So it smells like this to me. Also, another one that's really popular on YouTube, it reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. Now, when I first got this, I immediately thought of the Signorina to pair it with. And then one day I was wearing this and I said, wait a minute. So I sprayed Dolce & Gabbana on one hand and I sprayed Into the Night on my other hand. And as I was moving, I couldn't tell which was which in the air. Of course, the perfume is stronger and they're not identical, but they do. This Into the Night reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. And this you can find, you know, discounted like I did, but if you pay retail, I know it's over $100 for a 3.4 ounce that I have, in comparison to waiting for a sale and getting this for $6. So I'm just, you know, going through the ones in my collection that I think fragrance mist smell high end on a budget. Because like I said, sometimes you just don't want to spend money. I know I get to where I'm like, I don't feel like spending that money. So, you know, these are different options. Now, this is one in the stars that's talked about a lot on YouTube also. I don't have the notes on this, but look at this bottle. This is gorgeous. I remember when this first came out, I did not like it. But I'm going to tell you what I think. Love the packaging, wanted to love it, but didn't. So I was hearing so much about Baccarat Rouge 540. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's the best thing ever. You know, I was just hearing that all the time. Well, I wasn't going to pay that for that fragrance because I never smelled it. And this is when I first started really watching fragrance videos a lot. And I kept hearing that Ariana Grande Cloud was the dupe to get. So I bought this Ariana Grande, did not love it at first, but liked it. And the more I wore it, the more I liked it. So I believe this helped my nose appreciate In the Stars. And I know some people don't think they smell alike, or they smell like this smells like other fragrances, but to me, it does smell alike. I should have bought Burberry Her Intense out here too, because this, and I have the Baccarat samples, it does have that Baccarat Rouge quality. So that perfume is over $300. You can find this with deals and discounts for $6. This you can get for $20. Retail for this size, I believe, is $78. So Burberry Her Intense, that's over $100 for the big size. And In the Stars, this, you can wear it by itself. It smells great. Paired with Cloud and Burberry Her Intense and the Baccarat Rouge, and this with Prada Candy too, smells, oh, so good. And again, $6, smelling like what people call, what do they call Mason Francis Kirkjohn? The best perfumer ever or something. So you're this for $6 on sale, you can be smelling like you're wearing something from the master perfumer. That's what a lot of people consider him. So, okay. Just letting you know. So the last fragrance mist I'm going to mention, I've mentioned this one before on my channel too. This is Saltwater Breeze Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath & Body Works. And of course, it reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. And I don't have the original light blue anymore. I used it up. But this reminds me of both of them, really, because it wasn't as sweet, just smelling it from the bottle to me, as the original light blue. But in the air, I will never forget, I went to Bath & Body Works in the summer when this came out. I said, oh, what's this? This is new. And I sprayed it, and I was like, I said, that smells just like light blue. And the sales associate in the store was like, you are the third or fourth person that said that. I'm gonna have to go smell this light blue. I've never smelled it. I said, girl, you smelling it right here. If you like this, you'll like light blue. I've said the prices numerous times. You can get this for $6 on sale, coupons, sometimes $4. This one, I know it's over $100 for this size. So, and some people with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, some people might think it's so played out they don't want to spend the money anymore, but they want the scent. There you go. So these are my picks in response to, you don't need those fragrance mists when you're an adult. They're trash. Girl, I just showed you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fragrance mists that smell like fragrances. 100 to Baccarat Rouge, the biggest size, is $500. So I just showed you fragrance mists that smell like designer and niche fragrances. So we all can be smelling bougie, expensive, classy, sassy. We can be smelling any kind of way you want to on a discount. And no one should make you feel bad if, number one, you can't afford it. Number two, you might not want to spend your money. Like I said, everybody has what they're willing to spend their money on. You know, some people it's shoes, or it's bags, or it's this. It might not be fragrance for everybody. So this is a way that you can be smelling like everybody who's dropping all that money all the time. Girl, you be smelling just like them, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below telling me some fragrance mists that you know of that smell like perfume, so we can find out and try to get them, y'all, so we can all be smelling bougie on a budget, okay? Please share this video with everyone who loves to smell good. So you know that's everybody, so share it with everyone. Please turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.